irony, the warrior can't sit idly. I was raised by stories that refused to die quietly. A battery was put into the back of the creator when the government deported Marcus Garvey to Jamaica. Now I'm connected inside a verse. A butterfly flaps its wings and causes a hurricane on the other side of earth. Lord, a fedora couldn't hide my aura. My heartbeat drums in the language of the diaspora. I fight with honor, looking everywhere I can turn. Fire in my chest so they wanna see this man burn. I'm serious as a lion who came to make cats learn. That's why I'm carrying my lineage like a lantern. They tried to stop me before the day that I begun, but you can't bury the light when the seeds memorize the sun. At first I was scared of what I might become. Inside I tried to run, but the legacy said that I'm the one. This is the legacy of the light. When you have energy for the fight, when you encounter jealousy or the spite, not afraid but the future, they telling me that it fight. Train from the morning until we getting into the night. I've been through it, so tomorrow I'm betting that it is bright. My intuition is telling me that it's right, this my destiny, this is the legacy of the light. Now, you wondering why my lyrics hitting harder, cause I used to watch Kung Fu flicks with my father. He died, so I transmute the pain that I harbor, meditate and consult with his spirit like Jaga. This story isn't told enough, so I'm raising up the stakes. We were some immigrants who came to make it in the States. It was me, Sakina, and there was Jaren. We grew up on Garnet Silk and Barris Hammond. Cans of corned beef and tuna, there wasn't any salmon. As far as origins goes, this part is very canon. We ain't have much money when it comes to amounts, but there was always love in the house. Before I ever recorded a tune, hip-hop magazines covered every wall in my room. MCs were like superheroes to me, but I also wanted to be Jackie Chan or Bruce Lee. This is the legacy of the light. When you have energy for the fight, when you encounter jealousy or the spite, not afraid but the future, they telling me that it bite. Train from the morning until we getting into the night. I've been through it, so tomorrow I'm betting that it is bright. My intuition is telling me that it's right, this my destiny, this is the legacy of the light. If you never seen the side, you'll see I won't go quietly. Damn liars tried to silence the music inside of me, devour my soul and suck my spirit dry, but holding me down is the same thing that causes this kid to fly. I train under the stars, this ninja fight fast, fluid like water but unpredictable like jazz. To fight is your right, see inside is your light, and if I go down it's gonna be with a tiger claw strike. What you want me to say? They really wanted me to slay, and I can read your chakras from like 1,000 feet away. Never the loudest in the room when they want me to play, cause silence knows what the truth it doesn't need to say. Dangerous, with one punch I need just an inch, cause real power doesn't flex, it just doesn't flinch. And so I get right and then I'm at night, cause you gotta confront dark to protect light. This is the legacy of the light. When you have energy for the fight, when you encounter jealousy or the spite, not afraid but the future, they telling me that it bite. Train from the morning until we getting into the night. I've been through it, so tomorrow I'm betting that it is bright. My intuition is telling me that it's right, this my destiny, this is the legacy of the light.
What's good? It's your buzzing cousin GhostBoogie. That was Cy Marshall Law's new video, Legacy of the Light. If you didn't know, this week he released the book and also the song and the music video. We went in depth about that last week. If you didn't get a chance to watch that episode, it is up, as well as all our previous episodes on B-Boys Underground at YouTube. Please also know that at the end of this month, Cy Marshall Law is also going to be doing a book signing, Princeton, New Jersey. Please get at him at Barnes & Noble if you're in the area. And also, he's releasing 2 children's books. So that is our bro. He'll be back. And also, I did a all-exclusive Cy Marshall Law mix that's on his channel and our channel that you can check out. That too. That's about a 4-hour mix of all his music. But tonight, man, welcome to B-Boys Underground. Tonight, we've got the one and only Nate the Great, DJ Nate the Great. Basically, Nate represents a lane I respect, the DJ lane, the selector lane, the person who has to know the records, know the room, know the energy, and still keep the music rooted and feeling. Uh, we're going to talk about hip hop, R&B, rare groove, sample blends, Cincinnati music history, DJ discipline, and what it means to move a room without losing the soul of the music. Nate has built his name around records and presentation. The Nate the Great show gives people classic hip hop and R&B energy. His work with Jay Wiz on Jay Wiz and Nate the Great presents Hood Season connects with grown hip hop listeners who still care about lyrics, feel, production, and music with an adult perspective. That matters because the DJ is not background noise in hip hop. The DJ is the one of the foundations. Before the streaming numbers, before the playlists, before the algorithms, the DJ had to read the crowd, break records, connect errors, and protect the energy in the room. Cincinnati has its own music story. It has its own sound. It has its own rooms, its own DJs, its own MCs, its own history, and its own people who kept the culture moving without always getting the credit they earned and most definitely deserve. So tonight, it's not only about one guest, it's about the DJ. It's about taste. It's about timing. It's about knowing what to play, when to play it, and why it hits different when the right person drops the right record at the right moment. We're going to get into Nate's story, his Cincinnati roots, the records that shaped him, the rooms that shaped him, and the standards he thinks DJs need. At this point, we're going to get it cracking. First up, I want to bring on screen my one and only brother, Mr. G.
Fresh Chief Fresh Cincinnati 513. Yo, we're gonna have fun today. We got my boy DJ Nate the Great in the house. Started out with mixtapes. He's doing jazz festivals. He's DJ'd for groups. Superpower's one of them. So we're gonna get into his story, man. Is my brother. We go way back, so this is gonna be fun.
Absolutely. And with that, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we've got the one and only Nate the Great. How are you, fam?
What it do? What it do?
Welcome in, man. Good to have you. Thank you for being here. Welcome to B-Boys Underground. And let's get into it, man. Like, everybody's having a good day. Fresh, your camera is like all dark. I don't know if you're
I
trying
was
to be.
wondering, should I say something?
He's trying to be mysterious. Like, you know, he's
Right.
he's one of those.
Yeah, for some reason, it seems an issue with recognizing your.
You might want to just back out and come back
Yeah,
in.
y'all continue. I can still
Yeah.
hear. Mhm.
Well, as we always do about this time, man, we always start with the first question, Nate, and that question is, of course, uh, for everybody that is in the room, once again, that maybe not knowing you, let everybody know who you are, what you represent, where you're from, and everything like that, and then we'll get into the first question.
Yes, sir. DJ Nate the Great. Nate Harris. I've been at this year is actually my 40th year DJing total. I have been DJing since I was 13 and I turned 53 earlier this year.
Yeah, man.
Um,
Happy birthday.
so
We're in the
appreciate it.
50th
Appreciate it.
chamber. I turned 50 in March.
Word. There it is. You know, men of a certain age.
Yes,
But
absolutely.
excuse me, I'm getting over a cold too. So
It's great, man.
but yeah, born and raised Cincinnati, Ohio. Got my first pair of turntables at 13. Like I said, got them for Christmas that year.
What kind were they?
Mixing. I had a pair of them belt drive Geminis.
Those TT 100s or whatever
I
they
do
were.
believe so. Yeah,
man.
yeah.
What kind of mixer did
And
you get?
it was a Gemini mixer too.
Right on. Hey, man.
I got pictures. I can't remember the model numbers. That's 40 years ago. But yeah. Yeah.
That-
So
That's dope.
I I can tell you the first two songs I ever blended,
What were
and
they?
they blended, and I blended perfectly the first time I ever attempted it. So I know how I've watched people struggle to blend two beats for hours.
Yeah.
And not to talk about nobody, not to talk about people who had to put that one type of effort in to learn it, but the very first time I blended, and it went from there. It was "Dance for Me" by Queen Latifah and "Jack of Spades" by Boogie Down Productions.
Yes. Nice.
They
Abs-
blended perfectly. Those are about the exact same BPM.
I was just importing that actual CD. It's over there because I'm digitizing a bunch of my CD collection that I have. It's like I need to get these on computer, but no, that's dope, man.
Yeah,
Um, so what we always ask is, the first question is basically, you know, tell us your first memory that you have associated with hip hop music. And when we ask this question, I want you to be as visual as possible. Put us in the room, let us know, who was there, what was going on, the smells in the air, like if it was outside, the season, whatever it was. Be as visual and take liberty to go as in much detail as you can, because basically what we're trying to find out is basically what took you from that moment right there and brought you all the way to where you are right now, as someone that's still very much part of the DJ culture, hip hop culture, and very active, and why it's still an important part of your life.
I love it. I love it. Um, Full-time career, full-time day job. I still DJ. It's a nostalgic feeling with how it has connected with my life, like not intermittently, but like undeniably throughout my entire life with everything I've ever done. Since I was 13, it's literally always been with me throughout everything. Finished out high school doing it, was making mixtapes in high school. We can ask all my high school dudes, they got mixtapes of mine from back then. I made a whole volume of mixtapes in college that are still classic to some of the guys I went to college with, and the high school mixtapes as well. Uh, this was college. They had a certain name. They were called blunted recordings back in
Okay.
college. I made a volume 1 through 10. There's a couple of point fives. Once I got home, I think I continued it to about volume 12, 13, something like that. But, then I just got more professional, got more busy, kind of left that actual recording from the two turntables directly to the tape behind as I ascended in the game.
Yeah.
Uh, Never forgot about it. I still would, but, we moved up technologies and various things. And then I just literally just got more busy as a DJ. But backtracking a little bit, like it, ever since, like what inspired me to DJ, I think it was it was hip hop at the time. I
What
think
was
my
the first
first,
song though? Like, what was the first song that you can remember that's associated with hip hop that made an impact for you? Because I already know, like, okay, of course, probably Rapper's Delight or something like that, or but and whatever it is, but like the one that like really connected with you and made it was like, this is me.
uh, I heard it as a child. The rhythm has been through my life with me since I heard it. Me and my mom and my cousin would have like little dance parties to this. This is how young we were, so I gotta remember the year it came out. It was definitely late '70s, maybe '78. But Tom Tom Club, Genius of Love.
Ah, okay. Now,
Um, in my
what you gonna do
opinion,
when you
that
get out of jail?
I'm gonna have some fun. Uh, in my opinion, as a DJ to this day, that is the best bass line of all times. This is my opinion.
Yes.
Best bass line.
Hold
Well,
on.
hip
Let's
hop
see.
sounds so too, because what it was like.
Hold on 1 second, Fresh. Let me get you back on here. 1 second, family. All right. And we got him back. All right, cool. There we go.
Yeah,
He's back.
I'm going do 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 do.
Dude,
I said hip hop thought so because it was about 10, 15 songs based off of Genius of Love.
oh
Many,
yeah.
many to this day. The young light skinned girl, she sampled it the most recently that I can
Yeah,
think of.
yeah. I actually like that one too.
Yeah, and she did her thing with it. Somebody knows what song I'm saying. I can't, but
Jekyll and Hyde, Grandmaster Flash. Yeah, that was a
yeah,
staple.
yeah, man. So like that was like maybe the first knowing that I love this sound and couldn't let it go. And I kind of tricked my mother into my first pair of turntables. It's an interesting story. I was 13, working at Macatiwa Golf Course over on Redden Road here in Cincinnati, and
Wow. I haven't heard
I
that in
would
forever.
I was a caddy. 13 years old. I've caddied for like Cincinnati legends, Chris Collinsworth, Anthony Munoz. I caddied for Jordan one time when he was in town for a basketball camp. Is hot. So I was one of the the high rated caddies, got the top pay or whatnot. Even at 13, I was already working hard, and I would take my money over there directly to Swift and Commons Mall and buy some records. And so I didn't have turntables yet. And it got down to a point, my mother asked me, why you buying all these records? And my response was, for when you buy me these turntables for Christmas.
Mm,
Yeah, man. And she did. She
That's
did.
forward
And
thinking.
yeah, my mother has supported me fully throughout this career. Like, I bet she don't even, you know, don't believe still where this is taking me and still doing it strong too at age 53.
yeah.
Absolutely. That's
Yeah.
incredible.
I
Yeah.
got I
It's a lot
got
to
you.
the story. Yeah. But as far as like what, she bought me those turntables. I already explained the first two songs I ever mixed. Uh, the 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 feeling I get from like hearing blend specifically and like the development of my skills because I could only blend at first. I had them belt drive turntables first. I couldn't scratch worth shit. I can cuss, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. I couldn't, it wasn't no scratching on no things. My needles was all over the place. So yeah, man. Like it took me to like I had to wait throughout high school till I got to college. I didn't get my first pair of direct drive turntables to my sophomore year of college.
What did you get 12s or did you get another another direct drive?
The techniques that were popular before the 1200s. I can't remember the model name. I got pictures of them. They were like home turntables,
So they
but
were the SL 1200s, but they weren't the MK2s then.
nah, they weren't 1200s. But Techniques had a direct drive home turntable
I
I
got you.
know
before the
what you're
1200s.
talking about because I
Right.
had did it slow down and then speed up and then go to normal speed when you tried to touch it? Was it that one?
That was just yours.
No, it was techniques. It was like so. I mean, you had to adjust to like okay, it's gonna slow down, then it's gonna speed up, then it's gonna get to normal speed. So you had to deal with that trying to mix.
Because of the torque.
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't know what it was, but I remember that was one of my first turntables. Somebody gave it to
Picture
me.
of them. I got a picture of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my dad had a pair, or not a pair, a single. He was a Techniques head. His whole rack system was all Techniques, receiver and amp and cassette.
That's that shit.
And
The physical EQ.
yeah, the physical
Yeah.
EQ and everything, and he had a 1200, but it was a direct drive, and it wasn't an MK2. And I just remember the torque not being the same as when I first got my first hands on a 1200. And how old were you? Like how long was it before you got a pair of 12s?
I bought them with some refund money in undergrad. I think at the beginning of my third year.
Gotcha.
In
It was
college,
like it was 95. 95, I got my first pair of brand new out the box 12s.
Nice. And I know that was like
big boy.
That was like an
These is them.
accomplishment. Like
I don't even know why I'm playing. Like they're literally right here. The
yeah,
turntables I'm telling you about.
yeah.
These are those.
I still have
Voila.
my
Yeah,
original two still over there too. Yep.
Yeah, those are my
Can't get rid
studio
of them.
tables. And I got a separate pair of 1210s for the road at this point.
Gotcha.
Fresh, you see the Storm Children sticker over here?
Yeah, buddy.
That's dope.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to the Storm Children. Yeah, I used to get his when he got in the record pool. At first met Nate, he gave me some of his mixes, blending his ass off. But I came back and I said, you know that scratching sucks, bro.
I ain't had no practice.
I know.
So backtracking to that, like,
like
so that's all I had, honestly. And I mean, I wasn't even thinking about it in a sense of even competition or like I need to scratch back. I'm just like I'm enjoying college. I was the DJ up at Bowling Green State. Like I'm a legend up there. I don't say that lightly. I don't, brag boast, but on the DJ scene up there, the 90s,
yeah,
as
man.
far as the DJs, yeah.
Oh,
And
he's
I don't,
still highly requested. I talked to him not too long ago. Like, yeah, I got a party up in Bowling State, Bowling Green.
I got homecoming already. I've been DJing homecoming, for the alumni for the past 20 years.
That's what's up.
They call me back, man. Like up there rocking. A couple people had to get, pictures with the legend last time. I was right there DJing right in front of the Union last year. And again this year too, coming up in September. But
Man, they ought to have you.
I might get our alumni tail many times in the past, but new committee, new people, they gotta do their whole new review process and requests for proposals and all that stuff.
Rigmarole. All that rigmarole.
Yeah. No, I
Business as
appreciate it
usual.
though. Keeping it fresh. It's business, you know what I'm saying? But I did it like the past 10 years, so it's good.
So I have a question for you. What made you want to start DJing though? Was there a specific person or like what was it that was like, all right, I want to DJ? Because you said you were buying records before you even had turntables, and your mom was like, "Why are you buying those records for?" It's like, "Is you gonna, what was it that you're like, this is what I want to do?"
I could hear how I wanted to make the music sound inside my head before I ever had turntables. I could hear songs that I thought mixed, and to me, it was proven when I blended the very first two songs I ever thought would mix, and they blended perfectly. To this day, that's a perfect blend.
So when you were listening to songs, you were already putting them together in your mind and doing that. Yeah.
All of those mixtapes that I mentioned, they are blends. They are long play blends. I've actually gotten, later on in life after the college mixtapes, just drop this in here as far as like the 2000s. There was a club owner who shall remain nameless. There's going to be a lot of nameless people on here. He was an older gentleman, and he thought I was playing one continuous song the whole night because I blended. I let there be no breaks between the songs. So he thought that I was playing one long track all night.
It meant that you were doing your job, though. You were grooving, though. You're in the pocket.
Yeah, man. Like experiences, all types of just experiences with this. Can I just one that's on my mind right now while we're talking about Bowling Green? Did a Midnight Madness one time, and for some reason, we had a habit. All of the black people sat in one section at this time in the 90s. Everybody sat over there. I used to always say if somebody wanted to kill all the black people at Bowling Green, they just got to come in and bomb that section where we all sit. Anybody from Bowling Green from that timeline, no, I ain't lying. We'd all be in one section. But anyway, so this is like during the exact time that Put It in Your Mouth by Akinelli
Akinelli was out. Yeah.
is the super hot song of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm already on my professional shit at that time. I'm like, I can't play those words here at Midnight Madness with Coach Larinaga here and everybody. Like, no. And I played the instrumental. The most embarrassing thing ever. The whole section is singing the lyrics.
Hey, that wasn't on you though. That was on them.
But they
That's a
still
hot
gonna look
track.
at the DJ like, nigga, you knew this was gonna happen.
We're getting a lot of people saying they can't hear.
I think that is that this on their other phone, like maybe
Okay.
their iPhone. I don't think that's what's up, hood hippies. Treat yourself. Like check us out on something else or refresh. Everybody else you can hear, right? So no, that's funny though that you because that beat, even that was a dope beat.
I had to play it. I had to play it. So, like, because it was like the hitting song at that moment. And I had, like, being a DJ on campus at that time, I had recently broke it. So, of course, I was like, give them a taste of it or something. It's Midnight Madness. We all there. It's crazy. If y'all remember, he left Bowling Green, went right into the NBA, and won a championship with the Spurs. Antonio Daniels, if y'all
Oh,
remember that
okay.
name.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
He was our starting point guard at that time. And I never, because it was Midnight Madness, and he was the star at the time and shit. And I played that song, and the whole black section is "Put It in Your Mouth." Like,
Yeah, man.
unintended effect. But
Yeah, I can
we
see
made it
some.
through.
I can see some people like, all right. And then they went home and played it.
Yeah.
I like that groove.
Man, just one of the memories. Like, just ask me for anything to share, man. Like, I got so many stories over 40 years of DJing, man. It's crazy.
Oh, we
DJ,
talked about one last night where he DJ'd at my alma mater, NKU, and this is what would we say, late '90s, I would say.
I'm gonna
Late
give it 99, 2000.
Yeah, somewhere in there. So we had hip hop is kind of, you're getting more rap, and the crowds are turning on. Even though college is still like a hotbed for people listening to underground music, and parents are still influencing, and early boom bap hip hop was still great. But No Limit, Master P, and gangster rap was big. So he's DJing this party, right? And he's rocking like Tribe Called Quest and Method Man, killing it in my opinion, you know. And some people kept coming up requesting, yeah, man, you got that Bout It, Master P, you got that Silk the Shocker and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm gonna work it in. Never did. Kept playing his set the way it was like a native tongue set, and I mean, people kept coming requesting it, but they kept dancing. He maintained that crowd with what he was playing, and just rejecting all their fucking requests. I enjoyed it because I didn't want to hear none of that other stuff at that point in time. So I was like, I was just amazed how he pulled that off. It was incredible.
You know what? It might have been revenge for this because when I first moved home from Bowling Green, another highlight to share. So this is like 98, 97 to 98. I moved home. I started getting on with the college parties down here through my frat bros. I'm a Kappa, and
Mhm.
and then like also spreading out through the other Greek organizations at UC. Essentially the same thing that happened up at Bowling Green, and I took over there. Took over up there, and like it started with my frat bros, then I ended up with the Deltas, and I'm DJing like either an icebreaker or one of the big parties of the year for the Deltas. Granted, this is like maybe my first or second party back in Cincinnati after graduating from Bowling Green. So I'm coming from up north. The musical taste is a bit more wide open up there because of the Gamisha people up there, and excuse me, coming back home to Cincinnati, having not been here, DJ'd here in like 6 years at that point. I was at Bowling Green from 91 to 97. And, graduated that year, came home. Uh, I didn't know how hidden that summer that all that was coming out was that summer of 97 or 98 with Master P and them. Like Cincinnati was already on it. It
They
wasn't
were.
hitting like that was from where I was coming from. And I was
Mm.
home fresh. It was like my first or second party. I didn't know it was hitting like that, man. So I did not have much Master P, if any. And I never forget, this crowd was so mad at me, man. I'm playing I'm playing Usher, make you wanna be the one you with to the
Hmm.
new relate. Man, why is the whole crowd chanting, "We no limit soldiers"? I thought I told you over that because I didn't have it. I didn't have it. Like incredibly embarrassing, but learning moments of DJing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We've all had those, man. Like,
Man,
it's like
it
you're
was
tight.
very
You're
embarrassing.
tight. You're just like tight. Like, yeah, Cincinnati, it was crazy when No Limit came out, and especially once he got the deal and was releasing a album every week. Every Tuesday there was somebody,
Something no limit.
something. Yeah,
Yeah.
something No Limit came out, and and you had to stay on top of it because if you wanted to DJ in Cincinnati, it was definitely you had to have it. You had to have it. You had to know and listen through the whole thing to figure out which ones were the tracks that were off the albums because the Wiz wasn't playing it. They were definitely not playing any of that stuff, and
No.
I remember the first time like when he came out with when they started really playing No Limit on the Wiz was uh, when he came out with the album. It was the Dawn or whatever. It was like right after Pac had died or whatever, and they did they played the whole CD, like a CD premiere on there, and it was an edited version, but they played the entire thing and had like interludes with P, like and how they had those pre-recorded interviews where Fresh, you remember those, but they'd submit the
Mm-hmm.
CD or the tape, and they would like you read a question and then hit play, and they'd have the answer for you pre-scripted, like you were actually interviewing them or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff. So I could tell it was one of those, but I was just like, wow, the Wiz is actually playing Master P at this point. They had no choice but to.
Yeah,
Man, listen.
he had it on lock, and I remember like Clifton, the old Clifton before they redid it, Short Vine,
Mm.
and I'm up there, I'm just early Scribble Jam stuff, and I thought it was a cipher, and so I'm going up there like, okay, yeah, let's see who's the coldest MC in here. They were seeing who could recite Swamp Nigga the best from Master P. That was their cipher. And I just looked and was just floored, like, what the fuck is this? I said, they're not freestyling. They're seeing who can say his verse on Swamp Nigga the best. I said, okay, I'll see y'all later. But you had to have some No Limit in your repertoire at that point in
And
time.
I learned very quickly. Trust me. Yeah,
I
like
would say
one of
that.
the. Go ahead.
So, all right, no, my apology. Rep. Go ahead.
Uh, I was gonna say one of the criticisms I learned from along that same path is, in college I got criticized for like playing what I wanted to hear, um, and I had to think about it and be like, yeah, you're right. So, but I should know. Uh, and that's like because I was fully hip hop head. I'm playing like the third, fifth cuts on the Busta Rhymes albums, and like
Right.
I'm playing Everything Remains Raw and that them type cuts in that genre. And I mean, they love the hip hop at BG as well. And because I had to commission people like from definitely Cleveland, most of especially the black folks at BG was from Cleveland, um, Detroit, Toledo, of course,
Hmm.
uh, Cincinnati, Columbus, like it was a very Indianapolis. That was like pretty much
Dayton, yeah.
Dayton, right?
Yeah.
So we had a good mix of people at Bowling Green. So the taste was wide and vast, and I had to play that way up there.
Absolutely.
I feel
Man.
like that made me real versatile in the game now. Like, we doing any genre of music with advance notice now.
Yeah, and I even jump ahead. So he did my oldest daughter's wedding, and he took it through the airs, playing, because my kids grew up hip hop. They had to, but they had their guilty pleasures of some of the new songs, as any kid would. So, I mean, just watching them dance through, and they took them through the air. He took them through the eras of their childhood through high school, and they were just geeked about that. And I was just watching, like, and did it seamlessly and flawlessly. So he really did a great job with that. So
Appreciate that.
he had to pick up the other parts of hip hop, even though he was a, like I said, native tongue and Busta Rhymes and duck down type guy.
Absolutely.
Gotcha. So your ear and your taste was more geared towards like East Coast underground, that
Boom
type
bap,
boom bap
no,
traditional.
definitely of
Yeah.
the KRS-One solo era, definitely. I mean, of course, Boogie Down Productions as well, but I actually am a big fan of when he was solo.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, he got a lot of bangers. That's when Step Into a World came out.
This
Yes.
Uh,
is, ooh, yeah.
Rapture.
like I'm a real fan of that era of his, and yeah, that's kind of my basis of the bass sound of hip hop that I like is that sound I'm describing right now.
Do you still
And
feel that way?
oh yeah, it expanded from there. Like, so my favorite two hip hop songs of all time. So let me run down this list for you. So I gave you my favorite, what I think is the best bass line of all times,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
and that's Genius of Love, Tom Tom Club, best bass line of all times. So I think the best piece of music ever created as a DJ, and I only share this with people kind of when it's on. I don't, talk about it too much, and few people who know me well, because Fresh, you're gonna recognize this. But yeah, my favorite song that I think is the best piece of music ever, uh, "Remind Me" by Patrice Rushen.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's
I
one of
know,
love
the
because
Patrice.
I
best
was I
cuts
was I
ever.
was fooling with that sample, and you immediately like, man, that's my shit, right?
Boom, 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 boom.
Yes.
Ba-dum, dum.
That's the best
With that,
piece of music ever created, in my
she
opinion.
she is such a gifted, talented individual. People didn't even realize that she
Produced it
wrote,
and
produced,
She
arranged.
played
every instrument
everything,
on the song,
every
man.
instrument. Yes,
Every
let it be
voice. She
known.
actually is her own backup on this song.
Yes,
Yeah. I think
It's
was it
Patrice
amazing.
was cold.
Robert Townsend? I think
Yes,
he acknowledged and had her arranging his when he had those specials. I think
he did.
yeah.
She did the whole soundtrack when he was the superhero. I can't think of the name of it.
Blank
Robert
Man.
Townsend.
No.
Yeah, no, that's Damon
Um,
Wayans.
What's
Meteor
him?
Meteor Man.
Meteor Man.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
yeah,
think so. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But so best bass line, best song ever. But the best two hip hop songs, and it's two of them, and y'all will agree that they're very similar songs. And in my mind, I've never been able to say one is better than the other between these two songs, and they're
Okay.
my favorite hip hop songs of all time. Uh, I'll tell you one, and then I'll tell you a story about the second. Um, "Find a Way" by Tribe Called Quest, one of the best hip hop songs ever. And the other, so when I was in college, and then continuing for a few years after I graduated. One of my favorite places to go record shopping was in Columbus,
Okay.
Singing Dog Records,
Oh
if y'all
yeah, that
remember
was.
that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Been
Uh,
there plenty
y'all
of
might
times.
also remember Culture 7 up there.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
So I used to roll up, pick up all my joints. I had I remember specifically buying my actual copies because of course I bought two or three of The Percolator from Culture 7 in Columbus. Frank Ski, there's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes.
That and Plastic Dreams, you had to have that one too.
Yep.
I got all that at Culture 7
Yeah.
in Columbus on wax. So this is, of course, like 97-ish, 98-ish, maybe even 99-ish, because I forget what year they actually came out. But I'm doing my record shopping because I'm out of school. I'm out of college. Doing my record shopping at Singing Dog. And, they would let you open up the records and go listen to them before you bought them. That was some of the hottest shit ever. So I pick up this album, and y'all know where I'm gonna go when you hear the name. I pick up this album. It's just in a black case with a white window on it with 2 words on it: Slum Village.
Mm-hmm.
No other print on the label at all. It just says Slum Village. Caught my attention. Oh, what the fuck is this? So cracked it open, put it on the record player. It was Players.
Yeah, man.
It's Players
in
by
peace,
Slum
Dilla.
Village. Yeah, it was Players by Slum Village. So since that first time in my headphones, and there are DJs here in Cincinnati, Rare Groove will tell you, I broke that song to him. Players. I was one of the first DJs to ever play Players here in Cincinnati, and I just heard it on the record player and Singing Dog.
So I was just actually talking to my good friend C- last night, and we were discussing, because again, he was really good friends with Dilla and was always around him and knew him personally and all of that stuff. And we were talking, Dilla came up and he was telling a story about he was trying to do some things, and like, if you didn't know, Dilla stayed in strip clubs. Like, he was in strip clubs 24/7, and C
I don't
asked
think I
him,
knew that.
C asked him, like, why are you in the strip club so much? And he said, I'm studying. And he's like, studying what? He was like, I base all of my samples or all of my songs off of how the women move their body. So if you ever listen, and when you start listening to things, if you think about, and then also, of course, he exclusively used the 3000 before there was, the other ones where you started to get to see the beat grid and everything, and you had to manually just do everything. And reason why he always had that weird swing and like had his own rhythm and feel. It was because he would go to the strip club, watch, spend time at the strip club, and then go home and replicate what he saw with the song that he was working on, and replicate the rhythm and create thematically what inspired him that night. Like, that was his like church, as far as where he got his inspiration. It was from female dancers and strippers, and the way they move their body to the beat. And if you think about, like, even with Players and everything that do, you know what I mean? And all of that, like, it's got that sensual, it's always got that real sensual, like, soothing and calming dopamine hit rush to
thickness
it, right?
to it. Yeah, it's got that thickness to it, that richness.
Exactly. And that was how he based and did the majority of all his production.
And that's kind of like what you said, how you had the songs in your head before you mixed them, and it blended perfectly. So he's visualizing and translating that to audio, which is incredible skill. Because I was kind of like you before I first produced. I had songs in my head, and like the first few that I tried, I was like, I'm gonna put this, and that, like 2, 3 different records, and they all went together. So it's like what was in my head just needed to manifest. It was there. I didn't get there like, oh, this is shit. It was like, no, this is pretty good. I was
That's
on to
why I needed
something.
some turntables, right? Needed
Yeah.
that outlet. I need an outlet right now. I'm not getting a chance to play like some hippity hop. I need a I need
You
to
need
get
a
my hip
one of them.
hop lounge back up. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
got to
somewhere everybody appreciates that, that genre,
yeah.
that niche.
I did a event with Sons of Silverton. I know y'all had them on the show
Salute to
Yes.
them.
recently, uh, like 2 Fridays ago. It's a monumental event. We did great. Everybody rocked. They did a set. I got a chance to DJ a good set. My man Rare Groove DJ'd a great set, and it was a
Was it
beat.
Illogic there too?
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
beat
yeah.
competition. And they did some performances over some of the beats they had as well. I think they
Okay.
called it Vibe Society. Yeah,
Y-
so
Yeah, I
that was a
remember the
good time.
flyer. Yeah, I wish I could have made that. That was, yeah, I seen you was on the flyer. I think I seen pictures of it too, so that was dope.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I DJ'd in Vader's stereo DJ festival as well.
Yes,
Got
we
a
was
chance.
was as I mentioned, we was talking about that because DJ Diamond was on a couple weeks ago, and yeah, that was cool. Gonna try to get Vader on as well. Hey,
Like,
have you done the Selector's Choice? Have you been up there and rocked over there with Pillow and them and Rare
no, I
Groove
have
and
not. I have not. We've all done shows together, but I've not done a selector's choice.
okay. Yeah, you got to
No.
go over there on North Side and drop one. It'd be great. And you can, hey, that's a crowd that responds to whatever the fuck you want to play.
Oh, I
So
already know. I mean, I live in walking distance. Last time I went, I walked.
yeah,
Uh,
you right there.
yeah. So, like, nah, I respect that event. I love what he's doing over there. Uh, waiting on the call whenever you want to get me up in there. Cause yeah, I
Pillow.
got some hip hop for their ass. Yeah.
I'm
Cause yeah,
setting up
that's we
Pillow, so I'm like, let's put that in the ear.
yeah.
Nate night.
You mentioned Pillow, and I know we have him coming up. And I was telling Nate before we got on, I've been digitizing a bunch of my CDs to be able to use, but I came across this. This is from back in the day. Something to blame. Oh,
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 like I pulled this out. I was like, I'm gonna hold on to this until I'm gonna put it back there until we get them on. I was like, that.
and
yeah.
matter of fact, one in this band, but it would be a good time if you have it to digitize them before they disintegrate.
Oh wow, shit. Thought about that, but I got a good number of them recorded digitally. But let me check on that though. Yeah,
I
yeah,
remember the
because those are
one
some good blends.
I had I know it said
Like
Nate the
Volume
Great DJ.
5.
Yeah,
I think that's Volume 5. Yeah,
yeah, I used to rock that in the car.
yeah,
Let
some
that
hot shit
ride
on it.
out.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what it's like. I would find like 3 or 4 songs because of course this is like straight 2 turntables and a mixer to a mixtape. Like
Hmm.
Yeah,
there's no digital shit going on at this time. That's just it. Like I was blending before all the help. You know what I'm
yeah.
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And
No punch ins, no nothing. Just it was live and gone. It was there.
you gotta go. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So like uh I lost my train of thought. What was we talking about?
Oh, the mixtape and
Yeah.
digitizing, and it was no, just two turntables. You had to go. You fuck up, you start over,
Oh,
type deal.
the way the way that I formatted my mixtapes, I would take like 3 or 4 songs that I knew were same tempo, from practicing with them, blending with them or whatnot, and do some acapellas over instrumentals, straight blends into other songs, never no break, and then like a feature mix of like 4 or 5 songs. But back then we wasn't all worried about switching the songs all quick. So,
Nope.
it was long play. And, I would mix up verses like right after each other, like truly arranging these shits. You know what I'm saying? Like the last verse of the song proceeding right into the first verse of the next song with no break. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And like it just came naturally to me. Like that's what I wanted it to sound like. And made it sound that way. You know what I'm saying? That's how, especially, coming from, even my professional background, I'm a straight up scientist. Like, that's the sound I wanted to make. And I worked hard to make that sound, if you get what I'm saying.
Absolutely. And you know,
Yeah.
I do have a question to follow up because I always am curious when I speak to other DJs or anybody that listens to music or loves music like that. You know, what do you listen for first when you hear a song? Do you hear the drums first, the vocals first, or like what is it when you're? Because I do the same thing and I've always done it since a little kid, was like putting songs together. And I think that that is something that, even as Fresh said, I think that's something that people that are into music and especially into like the hip hop culture and DJing, it's just something that's naturally in you. Like, oh, that would go with that, and this is, this would be dope.
Hmm.
But what is when you're listening to a song for the first time? What is it that normally grabs your attention first, or that you're listening to?
The answer to your question, just being super honest about it, the first song that came to mind was Keep Me Satisfied by Jungle.
Mm.
Do you know this song? Like, and I ain't mad at you if you don't. It's not a
I
hip hop
actually
song.
do. I got it over there.
When
I
we
do
were
too.
talking earlier about Red Rocks,
Mhm.
something I'm kind of a little irritated but not pissed about. Um, this group Jungle was at Red Rocks. I was trying to get there for that, and I just ended up not working out. And I don't even know when they're going to be in the United States again. I would love to see them live. Would love
Mm.
to. They're like I don't even if you know if you want to call this acid jazz, but like the Jamiroquai vibe,
Right. Yeah.
um, but definitely a bit more fresher for today. They got a dedicated dance crew or whatnot that is the dance crew in all of their videos, and the shit's amazing. Their choreography is off the chains. They did a whole movie the whole movie to their album Volcano. Uh, that blew me away. I recommend that highly. Watch Volcano by Jungle. Watch that shit. You will enjoy.
Jungle is someone that reminds me of a group. I don't know. Like, are you hip to a group called Salt? SAULT. Cleo Soul's the lead singer of it, and they're kind of in the same vein as that. And
With all of the musical personalities in my household of five, I highly believe I've heard that.
yeah, man, they've got some really good stuff. Like if you like specifically the "Keep Me Satisfied" song, they're like, I would say, listen to Wildfires, and also Little Boy and things like that, and those will be good intros to Salt. But they've got a bunch of different albums, and the whole concept around the group is dope. If you're into that type of vibe and stuff like that, check them out because that's
Absolutely.
actually like music that I go to towards, like when going through some things and trying to find center again. Is just something that's nice and relaxing and easy.
Hey,
You know what I mean? Yeah.
the brand new heavies got me through college.
Yeah,
Brand new
man. Brand new
heavies,
heavies were
Ooh,
dope. I've yeah.
uh,
yes.
Jamiroquai back then, because a lot of people don't realize Jamiroquai was out in like '93.
Yes, he
Their first
was.
Yeah.
album
That first
dropped in
album.
'93.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Before the
So
digital or virtual insanity. Yeah.
I
that
just
was like
heard that
It was
song
the
the
'97.
other
yellow.
day.
Yeah.
I heard it
Yeah,
at
man.
Chipotle. If you ever listen to like Chipotle, I think it's another store. They don't play that. They play some shit you need to be listening to.
Yeah.
And I actually Googled like who curates their music that they play in the coffee shop. I always find myself trying to, one person they say, "Oh, we got a thing in the back where it shows you what's playing." I said, "I need that song right there." So I'm that type of dude. If I hear something just extraordinary and no matter what genre, I want to know what it is. I'll go hunt for it if it's on a commercial.
Yeah, man. You just Here's my trick. Like anywhere I am, and my family tell you, my wife especially tell you, like we be anywhere. I hear some Shazam with the quickness.
Shazam.
Yep, yep, yep.
Look, the
The
button,
quickness.
this little orange button on this watch is Shazam. That's my quick
Ah,
action. It's like Shazam, bam. I'm like, what?
that.
Save that.
And with
Yeah,
AI, it's working better than when it first came out. When it
Yeah.
first
I was
came out,
about
it
to
was hit or
say
miss. It's on
it's
point
it's
now.
good now. Yeah, it's good now. Yeah,
I
man.
know because it's stopping one of my projects, that content ID. Like, yeah, this where you got that sample from, buddy. Go back. It's off the chain now. It's like what you used to get away with, not anymore.
Oh no, they got
Yeah.
it all stemmed out, and yeah, it's crazy. You know, speaking and fast forwarding to the current platform of DJing and being able to do blends and instant mashups with stems. Like as a DJ now, how inspiring and how fun is that?
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah,
it's
game
been
changer, right?
some amazing shit that I've created
Yeah,
using stems and acapellas that I didn't have before or couldn't find, and just in the moment inspiration. Just drop all the instruments to the acapella over a beat I never tried before. Like in the moment. I don't
yeah,
even sometimes I won't even have nothing rehearsed. I'm just rolling through. I'm at this point, the blends are period. You know what
yep,
I'm saying? I'm gonna be blending, period. So get that moment now stems exist. Like, hold up, drop out everything but just the kick and
Mhm.
then blend, like then just blend in the strings on the next cut. What?
yep,
Like unlimited creativity. Unlimited.
yeah.
It's
It's
like
Yeah.
it's like a DJ orchestra.
yeah,
Like you like you over there, you stop, you play, and you
I've
could you could do that tom. You can just use that bass line and then bring in the guitar. And
it's so if I may, there is a thing with today's crowd that the attention span is so short.
I hate it.
yes,
I
yes,
hate it.
And like
facts.
to the note of what you just said, like I've done mixes where it's been like I just will keep the instrumental or the bass line rolling and then drop a bunch of different acapellas over it, like at least like like two three verse sets, let them
Yeah,
Hmm.
sing song to it over a different beat, and then same beat but an example, uh excuse me miss by Jay-Z. It mixes incredibly perfectly with Get On Up by Jodeci
Jodeci. Yeah.
acapella, and then right
Ooh,
into Be Happy by Mary J. Blige.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Just the acapella only. These things are perfect. They
mm.
sound perfect. It sounded like they recorded over that beat. It's
Yeah.
Got you.
perfect. Yeah. So
And it helps having
unlimited
Camelot
creativity.
now.
Yeah.
Having
Yeah.
Camelot and knowing the keys.
Yeah, man. So
I
that's
love it.
what I'm thinking when I'm behind the wheels. Those are the sounds I be wanting to create. Like like even back in those days in college when I was just recording the two turntables to straight to the mixtape, which I believe is the foundation as far as what keeps me going now, like how I started, because I prefer to use turntables. I do have a controller. Take that for more of my professional gigs, the weddings I do, corporate events. But if I'm getting on down now, I'm taking my turntables
Yeah.
straight up.
What's your
You know,
mixer that you
Nitty
have?
gritty.
uh, what is it? The Rain. mm, I'll be forgetting the model number. It works
So you have
great.
a rain though. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Understood. Yeah.
Rain has been my preferred brand.
Understood. So you like rain
Yeah.
because I saw in your promo pictures and the one that when I was making the graphic I seen you got the rain one and I when I started back DJing and everything again I still have my 1200s and I budget tie wise I got a Newmark scratch and that I went through three of those things, man. I broke three of them because they weren't necessarily made that sturdy and then of course start to be limited by your gear as far as some of the other things. And wifey, because I'm again trying to pick up some gigs again and being out there. Uh, I was like, man, I'm not taking these turntables out. I got back, like and all of this stuff, like, and I even have like a bar height, uh, big, long table, oak table with the leaf in it that I use, so it's nice and flat and level, and I don't have to worry about it. But like all of that was like this is bananas, and she blessed me with a Rev 7, and it's like getting used to using a controller as coming back and being only ever using vinyl, right? And knowing how to ride the platter, and just being able, because I'm a blender too as far as that goes. I always like to blend over cutting and all that stuff. And it was, it's so different. It's just a completely different animal, regardless if it's a motorized platter or not. You know, I think the Rain 12s are the closest to
I want a
to
pair. I still do.
those are nice, but actually
I
the
still
thing,
do.
man, I'm telling you, man, those pioneers, the hybrid pioneers, woo, those are the ones. Those are the
Really.
ones.
I don't know if I'm aware of these.
So the pioneers came out with a turntable that is a hybrid. So you don't
Like the
need
12s.
you don't yeah. So they're 12s. They have high torque. They play records. You can play records on them. You can play control vinyl. You can play regular. But also, instead of needing phase, they have phase built into them. Yeah, so you can
When
just
did these
throw
come out?
they've been out for like 2 years.
I'm not
Yeah.
aware.
Yes, sir.
No, I gotta look this up tonight.
They're PLX something. I can't remember the actual like PLX something. But take a look at them. Like before you get anything, like Rain 12s have been out for a minute. These have been out at least 2+ years, if not longer.
Pioneers.
They cost a grip, but they're by far the one to go with if you get anything, because you get the best of both worlds at any point in time. You don't have to deal with even control vinyl or anything. They link up. They're straight up. They work like phase. You can put any type of
I'll
record
say.
on it that you want, and then if you feel like you can keep your stylus on there, and then drop a record and be right in it.
They
So
they picked up their
Yeah.
game. I want to say
Pioneer's on it, man.
DJ Wet.
Mm.
I remember he brung some over some years ago when I knew that they had jumped back in the game, and we was working on his mixtape, and I got on them turntable like, whoa, these are pioneers. And so
They
it sound,
snap. They have
yeah,
that, and also like what's dope about them is that they have the ability to increase, like on your standard 12s. You're limited with the amount of pitch that you can go. These have adjustable pitch on it, just like controllers do, so you can you know
The,
go all the
the
way up.
12s don't have 45 and 33.
No, what I mean by pitch, I'm sorry, like your pitch bend, where you're just limited within the normal range of your sliders, and like on the controllers, you can up it so it's a wider range. You can like really speed the stuff up or stretch it out, like the pitching
Yeah.
time. Uh,
more than a
these,
Yeah.
12
yeah,
slide.
yeah, you've got that. I mean, they those Pioneer turntables by far are amazing, and the next mixer that I get when I have an opportunity is going to be the SL11. Those are not that mixer's nasty. But
I'm looking
Rain
those
came
up
out with a
soon
dope
as we're
ass
done.
system. They're the first all in one. They just released it about a month or so ago. Rain released the first all in one controller with motorized platters on it. So like it's the next step to your Rain 1. It's so you don't even need a laptop. Serato runs natively in it, and you just hook up your hard drive to it, and like you're in the pocket. It's got a full, really big LED touchscreen on it, and it's motorized platters, and you don't have to have a laptop.
My guy, one of my main business partners, me and him discussed that earlier. He bought it. My guy
Oh,
Paul,
he has
he
it, so
bought
he
one.
he likes it.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, it looks nice. It looks nice. I've
Like,
only seen the videos of it. I'm a
yeah.
nerd when it comes to gear, so I mean, I'm like anytime there's a release or anything, I'm like, window shopping.
You said Paul. You talking about Steady P?
Yes, sir. That guy.
Yeah, I hope he healing up pretty good.
No, he doing all right. He doing real good, man.
I just ran into his brother too. Probably Monday. Steve.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
You know, you had mentioned something earlier in regards to how people have short attention spans nowadays, and it's very. I find it challenging as well because I always enjoyed letting it ride and letting it breathe, and then coming from a background of also playing nothing, a lot of old school funk R&B parties where, you got 15-minute songs, right? And if you cut
Put
50,
knee
if
deep
you
on and walk away.
if you cut it short though, people are pissed. Like if you played the
Yeah.
45 version, people like, nah, what the hell are you doing? Like, you know,
See,
it was expected, right? And my thing is, you have all of this now, where that you have people with musical ADHD, but also in regards to when you're curating a set and selecting, how do you balance hip hop, R&B, rare grooves, and different genres? Do you go open genre and like start bringing in like elements of rock or pop or anything into your sets as well? And how do you curate everything, like, and what's your favorite way of bringing everything together?
it's definitely dependent upon the type of event.
Yeah, as
That's
far
what I
as
was gonna
crowd.
say. It's got to
Yeah.
be the crowd.
Because I do so many different things. Like I DJ'd my last gig last Saturday was a 90th birthday party, and
Nice.
it was great. It was great, and it was great to see this woman with so much life. Like she was 90 and dancing on beat, looking great,
Mm,
and like keeping up with
that's dope.
everybody. She ride full of spirit. It was a great celebration of this lady. Like I've gotten to be a part of some really good events. Um, the way I've curated my crowd. So I've curated my crowd to where I'm at now at this age and stage. Like some of my current events. I DJ'd the Metro Golden Bus Awards this year. Uh,
Okay.
it was a new sort of experience and
Okay.
playing music for the entire company. And it was literally an award show, coming up to the stage with the awards music and all that stuff. And,
For the
me
bus
playing
for bus
music.
drivers, for the bus
Yeah,
drivers
man.
and
It,
staff.
it was
Okay.
it was super dope. It was super dope. And I'm always on the square. I'll be on Fountain Square Friday night of the music festival this year. I think from like 7 to 10. I'll be probably spinning in between acts. And that's been ongoing for many, many years. I've never not been part of the lineup on Fountain Square in some capacity since the mid 2000s.
Speaking of that,
So,
I want to ask you, and I want you to
yeah.
take me back to the very first. How old were you, and what was the very first party that you got an opportunity to play in public for folks outside of like family, like
Oh,
paid?
paid. It was one of my high school going away parties.
Okay.
It was end of summer of '91. I graduated high school in '91, and so I'm 18 at the time, and at home in the house with mom and my stepdad and everything. And so I was out there with my classmates. I probably DJ'd 2 or 3 skip parties in like basements of my friends' houses and shit. So my friends, my high school classmates, knew I could rock, and I DJ'd the going away party at the end of that summer. And like a lot of us was there. I met some people that was gonna end up at Bowling Green with me from different schools here in Cincinnati. Uh, yeah, that was probably like my first big paid one. I probably got paid like back then. Probably I got paid like 125 for that shit.
I got you. But no, that's dope
Sorry,
though.
I
As
charge
far
that
as
per hour now.
you mentioned skip party, skip parties. That's
Yeah,
hilarious
man.
though.
Like outside of family though, like playing outside of family for them first times. But yeah, I got paid to DJ that going away party. Then it was really kind of much of starting over when I got to undergrad at BG at age 18, because I ain't no big time DJ or nothing. I'm just in my bedroom with it. Then I
Hmm.
pledged. I pledged Kappa, so I'm started DJing house parties for my frat bros. It just literally exploded from there. I was good with it. I was a good DJ. So you know, doing our house parties, doing our campus parties, doing house parties and campus parties for all of the other Black Greek organizations on campus. From like 90, like really, I mean, I got there the fall of 91. Like I say, like into 92, 93 to when I graduated in 97. Yeah, it, it was on. I did all the parties at Bowling Green, and
Fraternities and
then got here
sororities
to
should
Cincinnati like 96.
they should they should if they figured it out. I think they have that every 4 years, and it doesn't have to be your particular fraternity or sorority. You need a new DJ to be inducted, so somebody should be pledging a new DJ every four
Yeah,
years to keep it flowing. Because that's
uh,
and they like and whoever gets that.
listen, because there was DJs who came up after me up there at Bowling Green. I mean, I was just running it, but I got here and did the same. I got hated on up at UC. Uh, uh, Somebody else DJ the icebreaker, comments like that. I mean,
The
I was just holding it
icebreakers.
down. Right.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm just doing what I do. I ain't even like in competition with nobody. I'm just rocking out. I love doing this shit. And so like I start out with my frat brothers here. Then I moved to the Deltas. Then eventually like the Zetas then hired me to DJ parties. The AKAs then hired me to DJ parties. Like, and this is like I was the main college campus DJ down here as well from a good like maybe like took me like 2 years to build up to it after I got home. So maybe like
Hmm.
99, and then 99 to about like shit 2006, 7. And the only reason I stopped being the main college DJ at that time is because I had been discovered and moved into nightlife at that point. I
Right.
started doing
Right.
the clubs downtown, Japs,
Japs.
Dream,
Damn.
Bella. Like
Bellas. Oh my
I'm rocking all
goodness.
them spots. Yeah, man. So yeah, I was doing all them spots back then in the like that mid 2000s, 2005s to like into the teens, like really heavy in the nightclub scene. I did mix for a long time in my XX.
Hmm.
Uh,
Remember Mix?
yeah, I was there religiously. I was there every week for a good like 2, 3 years. I used to be at the spot. It was privileged, and it's privileged. I think I rocked that spot for a while.
I think I
Work with
remember
them
that.
promoter cats a lot. No, that was my run in the nightlife scene. And then, as I've gotten more busy in my professional life and, refining events and not wanting to waste my time. And, you know, uh, we work hard for this, man. And like we putting, some real hard effort and time in this. And, it's like certain promoters out here and, you know, let me backtrack. There are promoters out here that be wanting to like hit you with the exact the most lowest number possible, if anything at all.
It's
Like,
good exposure for you.
Oh,
Man, we
I
too
got
old for
all the
that, man.
exposure I
yeah,
need,
man.
man. Whatever. Get kick
Right.
rocks.
I'm naked. I'm
Right,
exposed. I don't need exposure.
right, yeah.
Give me the money.
You know,
I'm gonna
We
rock
too
the
old for
bitch.
that, man. It's really silly out here.
you
So like
mentioned it.
that's why I moved into a few of the niches that I'm in. Like I'm doing conferences. I'm conferences is a niche of mine. I travel around the
Corporate
country
events.
doing conferences. I did one in Portland, corporate events. Like very well paying jobs.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
where you're the
Like
protocol. You're the
actually
protocol of you're the protocol of you get what you pay for. I mean, it's like you can go ahead and lowball me. I'm not gonna do your
exactly
event, but you're not gonna get the quality that I've worked and trained and honed over these years to get this reputation that you were talking to me in the first place. And matter of fact, I'm charging you for talking to me.
Consulting fee. You
listen. Like
you
I'm
you
a wedding
mentioned
specialist. Like that type of like detail to events, like
Hmm.
run shows, follow scripts, do slight small productions, doing, three, four microphones at the same time for wedding events and shit like that, plus
I
my
bet
music,
wedding
like
planners probably love you because you know the routine. Yeah.
that's the niche I'm in. Exactly. That's the niche I'm in. I've got a few wedding coordinators on my roster that I call or they call me.
Mm.
Uh, like I got my upcoming events in July. I got some of the FC Cincinnati watch parties for the World Cup. I'll be
Okay.
nice.
playing like music like before the games, halftime, shit like that, down on Fountain Square in Washington Park.
Okay.
So like we're on those levels of DJing. The clubs is cool, but that ain't my niche. I ain't really playing what I want to hear in there. Plus, we're a certain age as well. Like I want to make the crowd move. I don't really want to hear club stuff.
I feel you.
I want to hear music. I mean, I want to hear,
Yeah.
I want to hear
Yeah,
that good shit,
yeah,
not what you're being,
yeah.
not that programmed music. I want to hear, something that's going to open up people's ears and minds and souls.
You had
And
mentioned
I'm
earlier, and
glad.
you were touching on it, but to let everybody know that not necessarily understands uh, all of the hard work it takes to not only build a reputation and get your network and all of that, but that is something that is earned. It's not given, and it's something that you have to work very hard on, are hard at, and what is the one part of DJing that people overlook, in your opinion? Because, they only see the party.
Again, like, where's your soul with this? There. Few. I've seen a few like online clips in today's social media world.
Yeah.
Excuse me, where I can tell the DJ is into it. They feeling it, and it's some new stuff. It'll be a crowd jumping and them, but sometimes I feel it, but most of the times I don't. There's no like soul connection with it for a lot of people. It is about money, and it's whole tutorials out here now how to be a DJ, and you get shit out the box and press a few buttons and everything's working for you. Now you're a DJ because you know how to make a selection of music and play one song off pitch by like 10 points and shit to max with another song that don't make no sense at all. Um,
Yeah.
you know,
I call
just
it the stink button.
when I hear these unnecessary acapellas, like unnecessary. There's times that the acapella is unnecessary, and then when it's just on repeat. I'm sorry, man. I'm not trying to offend anyone, but
Speak
just there
freely.
are differences in the way we DJ. There are differences in the way we DJ versus some DJing today.
Yeah.
I I'll admit I've heard some great DJs today. Absolutely. Like the DJ festival that Vader puts together, everybody rocked. Like huge shout out to April Rain and her house set. That was just like some
Ooh.
unheard of shit. Her shit rocked like through the gods and the clouds and shit. Her shit clapped everywhere.
Mm.
Mm.
rocked out.
Shout out to
Uh,
DJ April Rain.
in my, yeah, yeah, always one of the excellent ones for real.
How do you how do you
Yeah.
how do you
Uh,
keep up with new music these days? I mean, you with I mean, because
the
back in
same thing. Like
we started with record pool, we
with
got our boxes of records. Now it's just everywhere, and like, how do you go
Tolo,
about it?
every single day.
if it's something I gotta have, like if I'm DJing a party that I know it's gonna be like, remembering I'm 53, so
Hmm.
I know it's gonna be a younger quotient there, because you got people in their 20s and their 30s that are on the music that they are on right now, and no hate to that music, I just do not know it. Like far as like listening to it, like to know it and be involved with it, that's probably not my lane. I'm just not into that. But if I'm doing an event, that's what I always say. I'm an excellent DJ. Give me the list of music. I'll study it. I'll practice with it. I'm gonna rock that shit. But like knowing that music intimately, and it's like I don't go out that much no more. Like if I'm out, I'm DJing. So like being in the clubs, like again, we 53. It's a different date and time. Like I'm not out in the club to hear what the club is playing at all. That ain't my lane at all. So like, I'm at work, I'm at home, or I'm DJing. You know, one of those
Yeah.
three places, or you're doing something for the family. Like one of those four places. That's all that really exists. So
Hmm.
I gotta, like I have an event coming up for a good friend of mine who's leaving town, and I know she likes some of the more current stuff. I've absolutely said to her, like, you got to give me a list, so I know what to play, because I just don't keep up with what's going to be hot to someone like, say, age 25 through possibly 40 at this point. I'm 53. I'm a whole 13 years ahead of 40 at this point.
Yeah,
Like it's safe to say, like, your tastes do change with your age, or your tastes stay the same with the age you are,
well put, well
if you get
said.
what I'm saying.
Hmm.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would be looking for
So,
new music that match my taste I currently have, not then opposed to the other way around. So yeah, but to stay.
as I was saying earlier about with Shazam, I stay up on new things with Shazam. Uh,
Right.
I hear something hot, like we all just said, I Shazam in a heartbeat. And I've gotten a lot of new things in my collection, especially when I was spinning a lounge recently. Um, I was spinning at a lounge, and it was a real good time, but then it wasn't. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
It was nice until it wasn't
so much,
nice.
so much shit I can tell y'all.
Yeah, it
Right,
was good
man.
then.
There's so
Yeah,
much crap. There's so
yeah.
much
So
crap, man. There's a lot of people out here in the game that be on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying, man?
Yeah.
And
mm,
all I want to do is play some music and have a good time. Like I just love DJing.
Absolutely.
what's some of the new music that you
Uh,
like to play? I mean, we know most of the tastes from the old school that you go with. What's some of the new artists that you vibe with that you would recommend or want your listeners to hear? Stumper.
Ooh, my last event was a 90th birthday party. I didn't have to play nothing new in there.
Nah, that was all you were throwing it back.
90, boy. How far did you go back then?
And I rocked. The the song that got her really up, moving and grooving was "I'll Take You There"
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
by the
Okay.
That's the
Staple Singers.
Staples,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Boom, boom, boom.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, man. I love
yeah,
it.
man.
I
So,
love it. You know,
but
I
like, yeah, like to answer that question honestly, like just downloading stuff that I Shazam, make sure I stay on, and especially when I was DJing at the lounge and I'd be out in places like E&O Kitchen, or like one of the restaurants I frequent that's got the real nice soundtracks. I'm up
Yeah.
in there Shazamming things. I was in a hotel recently when I was in Chicago, and they had a nice soundtrack playing. I shazammed a few things, and a lot of them were current. And it was more like, lounge housey type stuff, that because I was DJing at a lounge recently. So
Yeah, good laid
yeah,
back vibe music.
You mentioned,
I
a
love
lounge,
that
and I
vibe.
know that you have done like cigar lounges, and like I've DJed cigar events, and I've got in my neighborhood there's a cigar club, and they do a lot of things, and I enjoy those types of relaxed environments and sets. It's a completely different vibe, and I do enjoy a good cigar every now and then. I try to limit it as much as possible because of being
I do some of the.
susceptible to cancer. Is like I ain't trying to
Oh yeah,
just be
Egg,
rocking
yeah.
cigars all the time, and
right.
plus it smells like
Likewise.
my parent like my son, my parents, my wife, like, you stink, Dad. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
Old Stogie.
yeah, I'm going up in there and taking a shower, and everything's getting washed and Febrezed, and like, yeah.
Damn. No, in fact, the last time I did a cigar lounge, regularly, it was excuse me, it was it was a hip hop lounge where we mentioned we'd get to some of this, but I'm specifically playing like the rare groove, the sample, and then following it up with the hip hop jam. Playing, like, I mean, you name it, and I got like deep, deep, deep cuts on the samples. Shout out to my man DJ Stank. Uh, he was one of the first here in the city. I'm gonna say that impressed me superiorly with his old school sample knowledge. Like, and this is 20 years ago now. That
Okay.
my dude was right around the corner from my house in the mid 2000s. I walked around the corner over in Kennedy Heights, and I walked in there, kicked it with him. Man, he started hitting me with some samples. I'm like, what? Like,
Mhm.
yeah, I will never forget that. Shout out to DJ Stank, man. That's my guy.
Salute to DJ Stank.
Yeah,
And,
so
and quick shout outs to everybody in the chat. Danny
Absolutely.
Chaz, Repeat, Hood Hippies, all our regulars tuning in, man. We love y'all, man. Thanks for the
DJ Just
support.
Delicious, who was a
Just
guest
delicious. What's up, girl,
from
girl?
a couple of weeks ago. So much love to her. We
oh,
got
word,
Big Door in the house. Salute.
Big Door.
word.
Danny Chaz is in London. Good morning, sir. Follow him. Follow DJ Just Delicious. Follow all the DJs and the folks that are streamers in the chat.
Repeat. Birthday
Repeat.
was last week.
Happy birthday. He's batting down for a storm. So
Oh, shout out to Dante from Mood. It was his birthday the other day.
happy
So
birthday, Don.
got some new. We're gonna have him back soon. He said he got something new for us.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Excuse. Now,
So
what's some of your most memorable? Let's see if maybe top three events, parties, conventions, or anything that's just like really like damn that I rocked that party or I had the best time ever DJing or doing my thing. What's some of those?
40 years, bro.
And you got a
I've had
top
some.
three, some crazy ones. What's the first one that pop in your head?
You making me just from some crazy ones. College party. My cast from Cincinnati rolled up. One of my dudes is a whole surgeon right now. One of my main dudes from high school, best
Wow.
friend back then, and he brought up two of his dudes with him. Man, it's like the year I'm graduating. We kicking it, man. We at this big old hall on campus or off campus, so we didn't have security. We ain't thinking about nothing. You asked me for the most craziest,
Yeah.
man. The fight that started in this party, and I noticed the trend, man. Every time I played Ice Cream by Wu Tang, like shit went bananas. Like everybody went crazy to that song. It was just banana nuts tacular. I I definitely broke that record probably about 3, 4 times because of fights that broke out when I played that record.
Yeah, it sounded like the record really got broke because they might have spilled into your turntables and
Like
cracked
several
your
times
wax.
though. Several times. I had to replace that record like 3-4 times for that reason. Absolutely.
Damn.
Damn.
Uh,
Ice Cream,
it,
Wu
was-
Tang.
it was like a Tasmanian devil, like around the party, like the tornado Tasmanian devil.
So it's up there with like from No Limit lore of fuck them other niggas and bout it. It's up there with that. That's
That's
crazy.
what
Ice
ice
Cream.
cream was at that time. Yes.
Damn.
Yeah.
So a
Yeah. I
fight
don't know
broke out
why that
and
song made it go nuts. Yeah. And I'll never forget, like my dudes that I'm telling you about that came up from Cincinnati and a couple of my other boys from Bowling Green, like are kind of helping keep people pushed up off my tables, like, get up out of here.
hmm
Eh,
the buffer.
yeah, no names named, but I looked up and yeah, one of my boys was peeking from around the corner.
What?
He punked out. He punked out.
I ain't
uh,
never forgot this.
I mean,
I
I
ain't never
wouldn't
forgot
either.
this.
Shit, especially if I got stole on, he could have been blocking that. You over there like, and then probably came out and ripped the shirt off and like, yeah, man, we fucked him. Nah, nigga, I saw you hiding.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like
What?
yeah, totally removed. But
Oh, it was
so I shared the other one with you at the beginning of the show about the black crowd at the Midnight Madness singing "Put It in Your Mouth." That was
hmm
crazy. Uh, that's absolutely one. That was super embarrassing. uh, you
Black
gotta make
man
me,
turned red.
man. That was super embarrassing. Uh, oh, okay, all right. So this one is on some real. Let's get to the nitty gritty, like some shit that has shaped my professional approach and like even down to the songs, the meanings, especially like how I got so good at wedding receptions. All right.
Hmm?
Two, two, two. And if one of my main guys is listening, ain't gonna use no names, but yeah, this is y'all.
Y'all niggas. Y'all
Dog, man.
Negroes.
So the first one, I don't remember this couple. These are both weddings. In my earlier wedding career, trust me, learning steps as to why I'm so good at weddings now. Songs of love, 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 nothing else. like, like even like you, me, and he. What we gonna do, baby? It's not for a wedding.
No,
That ain't for
it's
a
a
wedding. All
it's a
right.
cheat it's a
So
cheat
not
song.
saying that I played that, but
Yeah,
like yeah. So like songs that you realize ain't on the up and up, but you love the beat.
Secret Lovers of Onyx
Hurry up
Star.
this way again.
Yeah,
Hurry up this
Yeah.
way
Yeah, that's
again. They
yeah,
stylistics. Yeah. Woo
yeah.
woo.
so this couple, this is a real thing that happened. So didn't realize what this smooth groove was about. Just love the rhythm. They as soon as they did the toast or like the first dance and it was over and we was going to dinner or something like that, the first song I played was, this is embarrassing, so all any other DJs, again, these was learning shits. I played Masquerade by George Benson,
Yeah.
Mm.
never realizing that that song is about an unhappy couple playing a
hmm
masquerade.
Yep.
I, that's that dun,
Oh, it's
dun, 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 dun.
yeah, man. Come on. I love George
Listen,
Benson. I grew up on
Uh,
you
man,
know,
listen, man.
so at that time, like for real, I no clue what the lyrics was about. Just loved that smooth groove.
yeah,
And
yeah.
so this lady walked up to me in that moment, like, "Why are you playing this?" And I'm like, "It sounds great. What's wrong with you?"
Oh, oh shit. Oh
Oh,
fuck.
so that's number one. So I can't remember this couple, blah blah blah, but this couple, I'm actually still very good friends with.
Yeah.
and I've apologized to them over and over again after I realized it because I'm in the same exact mode, and this is the absolute worst. It's the worst after I finally analyzed the lyrics to this song. Again, lost in the beat, lost in the groove, smooth, everybody grooving along. I'm playing
Bobbing
this
the
at the
head.
wedding reception. These are my confessions.
Oh, woo. Now, now that's really out there.
Oh man.
Oh shit.
Got one on the
You,
The
way.
groove,
you,
dog. I was so lost in the groove of that song, man. I was
w-
so lost in the groove
w-
of that song. I had never paid attention to what the lyrics was about,
what
and I played
what
it at
you?
my friend's wedding reception. And it's one of the most embarrassing shits I've ever done in my life. And
I
I've
said what?
apologized to them till I'm blue in the face, and we still friends at least.
What you back it up? What did you back it up with "Piece of My Love"?
I
Dumb
cannot
bitch.
recall, bro. I cannot recall, dog.
I mean,
Oh Lord.
I mean,
I was just asked
I
about
see a skit now. I see a
uh,
skit now. I see a skit now, just playing all the songs to make the couple break up.
Right. Just all
man.
breakup songs. What
That's
it
what I'm
always
saying. So
when it always got me was like, it was like when Let's Get Married came out and
Larry Graham.
I heard no, Let's Get Married by
Oh,
Jagged Edge
yeah.
and it was like we're not getting any younger, so we might as well do this. It's like a complacency song.
Yeah,
It's
it's like
like
yeah,
look,
yeah,
bring your old ass to the it's like
yeah. It ain't like romantic. It's like yeah,
no, it was like man, like
fuck yeah. We starting to get wrinkles.
nope.
Let's get married.
right. Like let's get this tax break.
Yeah, let's get the tax break.
Hell
Fuck
no.
it. It's like just a consolidate, a
Right.
consolation.
Right.
Might as well. Fuck. I must see you for the rest of my life anyway. Let's just make it official.
So we have a question from Big Door, and he said he wants to hear about one of your celebrity encounter stories.
Big Door, we've
That's cover.
interviewed. He was at Light
Just
Year,
a couple
so
of
he knows about some of the music conventions we've been to. So give me a good one.
I met Redman, my favorite artist of all time, at my favorite hip hop artist of all time. My favorite solo hip hop artist of all time is Redman. My favorite hip hop group is De La Soul.
Yes.
Reggie
I met
Noble, and of
Redman
course.
in '99, Def Jam '99, bro.
Miami.
Well, yeah, I got a picture with him from that shit. That's my only time meeting
That's
him
when
in
they were
person.
touring what, Blackout?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know they didn't perform though, because it was like Myth Bleak, Jay-Z, and all them that performed, and I can't remember who else performed at that. Fresh. It was Def Jam
Slick
'99.
Rick. I mean, they had the whole
Yeah, Slick Rick and Dougie
thing.
Fresh.
They took down. They went from the Fountain Blue Hotel, and they had the whole thing. I mean, everybody was trying to outdo each other, but Def Jam
Yeah,
did their little entourage parade down the street. Was crazy.
that shit was crazy.
And
Yeah,
you got in that party. I think Biz got in that party. Me and Andrea didn't get in that party. Last dude that got in was a handicapped dude, and then they shut.
yeah.
And that was capacity. They let the handicapped dude in, and we was ass out on the outside. And then next thing you know, I see your picture with Red Man. I'm like, motherfucker.
Yeah, man.
How was yeah, you was chopping it up with how was meeting somebody that you get to rock their music and was a fan of.
I mean, I just told him I'm a big fan, bro. You know, like rocking your shit all the time. Told him my roommate was from Boston. My roommate is still a big hip hop head. Make sure I send a link to him. My dude Joe Simpty, super hip hop head up in Boston. This is my roommate in college. He got the hot lyrics as well, and he
Okay.
kind of reminded me of Redman. He influenced me in that way about Redman, and I thought a lot of De La Soul like since 3 Feet High and Rising, and we were still in high school on that. That was
Right.
'89. I ain't graduated till '91. So yeah, I was already a De La fan, and it just only increased with the second album, De La Soul is Dead. Like that's one of
Hey,
the most
look,
classic albums of all time, in my opinion.
stakes is high, and then of course all of
Yes.
the artificial noise and all of I mean, Baby Fat to me was like one of
Fat
those
Fat.
slappers, man. I love fucking Baby Fat. That is like,
Yeah.
do. I
That
mean,
album.
you see what's above me, like, you know what I mean?
That album, was it Bionics? Oh my
Yeah,
God, that
Bionics,
was
yeah.
it was slick. They had
That's
slick
the one.
Rick. Ooh-wee.
Everybody slept on that one. Everybody slept on the
Yes,
second AOI. Like that
Yeah.
was a super hot album. Super hot album.
man. I think that poster's
Oh,
on my wall somewhere. But yeah, that was my shit. I'm looking for
another
that
celebrity
poster.
encounter. Yeah, Big Dora. It happened. Confessions at a wedding. It was horrible. But celebrity encounters. De La, I met him. Remember the spot over in Covington, the Mad Hatter, I believe.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
hell yeah.
yeah.
Excuse me. It was the Grind Date tour,
Okay.
and they was here for that, and it was a small show, but they was here for that shit, and they rocked, and it was a small crowd. I remember Katuk was there, from Sons of Silverton.
Hmm.
Uh, I cannot remember who else. I think Kyle David was there too. But yeah, I like sat on the tour bus with them for a second. You know, Dave was still here, man.
Rest in
Note
Rest
peace.
in peace.
note to you, note to you on that. Like I care deeply about music. You know, I love all the greats. And you can just put anybody else in this category because I love all the greats. But the only the only death that made me cry in all my years was Dave.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
I love Mike Jackson. You know, I love Prince.
Prince, yeah.
But the only death that actually made me cry was Dave.
Mm,
Yeah, like one of my favorite MCs. Like one of my like sort of analogies for him was he was the intelligent red man.
hmm hmm
Yeah. Oh,
Not
that's
that
a
red
good
man
one.
was dumb. Not that
I
red man was
vibe with
dumb
that.
because he's smart as fuck. But you
I
know,
thought I thought Fife Dog might have hit you too, being a big Tribe Quest
I didn't
fan.
cry. I was touched, but I didn't
Got
cry.
you
You
there,
know,
but the Dave got
yeah,
you.
they got me. Yeah, that hurt. I wasn't ready for him to go. Not at all. His lyrics
No,
super hot fire.
no one was ready for that, man. Him and Fife,
Yeah.
you know, I know Fife was always sick and everything
Mhm.
like that, but it was still very difficult, you know, just very, very much a big loss in the hip hop community for sure.
All our losses, man. Shit,
That's,
Easy E.
I want to ask you,
that was early, yeah.
you
Yeah,
mentioned that you caddied for Michael Jordan. Like, what could you share about that?
I got a pair of Jordans. He was
Ooh,
cool.
He gave you a pair of
Uh,
Jordans?
yeah, man. He was here for a basketball camp. I think at our high school, at Woodward High School.
what? I don't even remember
Yeah,
that.
man. It's like
Damn.
it might be like 88 or 89.
So you got a
Okay.
pair of threes or threes or fours at that time? 89 was fours.
I was about to say, don't get me to line. There's
All
probably
right.
some fours.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, like the fours had the triangle going up. And then, of
Yep.
course, yeah, with the
Those.
thing.
Did he sign him? Did he sign him?
No, because I wanted to wear them.
Oh
He
shit.
signed the box.
So
I got the box
oh,
somewhere.
you still got the box, okay. And the
Yeah.
shoes, still got the shoes, or you wore them like a regular old pair? They wasn't thinking like that.
I was just a caddy, bro. I ain't had steady money like that back then.
Yeah.
He said, "Hey, these bitches gonna walk me somewhere."
Yeah, I played in them. I hooped in them shits. You know what I'm saying?
You know, you always hear people have like mixed bag experiences with him in regards to like, you know, and everybody has their days, but you know, you hear Michael can be pretty vicious about that. Was he I guess he gave you a pair of shoes and everything like that. Did you enjoy your time with him?
Yeah, I don't recall ever being like offended, bothered
Yeah.
by anything.
Yeah.
And I was a kid, you know, I was a kid. I'm like
Yeah.
14, 15, something like that.
I
Gotcha.
haven't heard those stories other than teammates, or you're dealing with his handlers or his buffers, his bodyguards. They might brush you off, but I had never heard that about Michael. And if you
Oh,
played with him,
Chamillionaire was one of the craziest stories was that, you know, he was a humongous Jordan head and
uh-huh.
he had just bought, like, they was at some auction or whatever, and it was like the after party for the auction, and he had spent a tremendous amount of money on like some piece of memorabilia, and he went over
Excuse me.
and asked him for, an autograph or whatever, and he was there with like Barkley and like he was holding court, and he didn't give him the time of day and was like, I don't give a fuck. Like, they were like, why don't you sign? Like, he just bought, like, the biggest bidder for, I don't give a fuck who he is. And just went back to talking. Like, I was like, whoa. I mean, that came out of Chameleonaire's mouth.
I
That's
remember.
his
I remember
story.
that story. I remember
Mm.
that story.
You heard the story too?
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I mean, so,
Yeah.
I mean, that's just, like
I was a kid
crazy.
though, so maybe he was nicer than me. I'm telling you, I'm like 14, 15 max on this experience. So yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Shit, Chris Collinsworth was cool as hell.
Okay.
Like I'm talking about the cats that would tip like 100.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. He'd be cool in my book.
yeah,
Is
yeah.
our audio cool? Somebody saying our audio. You can't
Yeah.
hear them.
I think other people are hearing it. I think maybe
That might
it's
be the
just,
platform they're on.
Herb's one, shout out, make sure you follow him. He's got, he makes a lot of beats. He's doing some production that we can't talk about right now, but he's doing big things. He's
Up your
one of
alley
the
type
usual
beats, Nate.
suspects family. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's my bro right there, man. And much love
Word.
to you. Check them busted ass earbuds. Now you upgraded your earbuds anyway, so I'm just giving him shit.
Word.
Treat yourself, can hear, damn it.
Right. Big door. I mean, I see some laughing, so
Yeah.
people hearing. What's some of the I know you mentioned some upcoming events. Let everybody know what you're gonna be
Yeah.
doing, especially those in the greater Cincinnati 513 area where they could come check out Nate the Great. And when'd you come up with that name, Nate the Great? I know you got in the pool. I said, this cocky, arrogant motherfucker. Nate the Great. I said, we're King of England title and shit, the Lord.
And salute to the
Uh,
Outcast logo too. I love that. I was like,
hey, thank you, brother.
that was dope.
It's my
Yeah.
thing there.
Yes, yes.
DJ Pillow created this for me. My man
Shout out to
Pillow.
Pillow.
Oh, shout out to
Yeah,
Pillow for that.
yeah. Lifelong business partners like him, Biz. My man Steady P. We mentioned him earlier. Like
Hmm.
all the cats I still, like rock with. Like send events they way when I'm triple double booked myself. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
that's good. That I mean, because I always liked putting that record pool together and the camaraderie. It was like coming to get your records was like barbershop. It was just kicking it because everybody knew the
Kick
language. We knew what we was talking about as far as DJing and needles and gear and crowds and shitty janky promoters. We
man.
knew it all.
We would kick it. Those were very good times. That's definitely some of the shit that have shaped me to where I'm at now with this. I always wanted to be professional. Always wanted to be about it with it. And, like with a name like DJ Nate the Great, I had to live up to that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Um, you know,
And you
again,
kept it, and he still has to. And that's what I told some of the DJs. I said, look, you people out here that's chasing hoes, and you got to keep changing your number. That ain't professional. You need to keep your same number. And he got to remember one because the last digits is he's a Kappa. I'm an Alpha, A5. We still rule over y'all. But
Oh, here we go. I'm not.
God,
My
shut your
name's Bennett.
ass up.
My name's Paul, and that's all y'all. I'm not in this shit.
no, we always joke about because I think at one point in time we had every African American black fraternity in our pool. Q, J
Yeah,
Boogie, you a Kappa, I'm a Alpha,
I
Iota,
was thinking of
DJ Wet. I think we had a
yeah.
Sigma. I can't remember who the Sigma was. I forgot. I think he was out of Dayton. I can't even remember his
Mm,
name. Yeah, he was a Sigma.
mm.
Yeah, but
Ah, man.
but once you out of college and
Yeah,
all that, we just we Black Greek and and those connections are very powerful. They help. You could be alphas
absolutely,
high. Yeah,
absolutely.
those come in handy down the line. So to that, But yeah, he kept the same number. I was
I
preaching
just
that for
celebrated
some.
my 34th year.
34th.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
What'd you say?
I said congratulations.
Yeah, next
Congratulations.
year's our
Yeah.
35th. We cross. Oh, thank you. We
What year you
celebrating our
crossed?
35th next year. Cross 92.
92. Oh, yeah, okay. We
92. I've
was
been in Kappa since 92, bro.
I'm 88, and I was a founding father of the Rho Gamma, Death Row, Northern Kentucky University. Founded the chapter over there. Had to. Oh man, we had everybody coming.
Yay for you.
Well, that
Oh
was a
shit.
that was a shitty kudo. It's all good, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah.
but congratulations to the longevity, man, and just
Oh,
constantly honing the craft and still improving, getting just pretty much like you said, a master DJ at this point in time.
And
Go ahead.
also,
you asked me what I
yeah,
had
Oh
coming
yeah,
up
yeah, yeah.
please.
though.
My bad.
Yes. Um, Friday, July 3rd, I got my first of 3 World Cup watch parties on Fountain Square.
Okay. On Fountain Square. That's
Dope.
for the FIFA,
I'll
you
be
said.
there most of the day from 12 to 6.
Okay.
And for
Yep,
the
for the
folks that
FIFA
don't
World
know what
Cup.
that
I'll be like
is,
rocking some tunes before the first game.
yeah, for people that don't know what that is Fountain Square is and has been the hub of downtown Cincinnati. It's where the uh, fountain, if you ever look up Cincinnati, there's a very historical fountain square and fountain that was there from the founding of the city, and all of the skyscrapers and everything were around it. And
Rounded. Yeah.
yeah, and to be able to do that venue, it's a very dope venue because they have a very large screen on top of one of the buildings, and they have a stage, and it's a very, very, very dope venue, and it's really an honor to be able to play on that stage as well too. Not everybody can play on that stage, so salute to you on that, man.
Appreciate that, man. And that's the first
Yeah.
of 3 this month.
Hmm.
And I got another one on July 19th, about the same time frame. That's on Fountain Square as well. And then in Washington Park, right in front of our historic music hall here in Cincinnati.
Yes,
Yes.
I've
Yes.
got that on July 22nd. It's a Wednesday for FC Cincinnati as well.
another dope venue, which is right next, well, really within spitting distance of the stadium for the FCC Cincinnati.
So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
big,
they
and
do.
with FC Cincinnati, how did you land that? Just the reputation preceded itself, word of mouth. How did you land those gigs?
Those things you just said, connections, networking, reaching out, sending out my portfolio. Uh, my portfolio is undeniable. Like looking at the types of events I've been, I always definitely take, a couple of photos, if not a lot of photos, of every setup every time I DJ. I got
Hmm.
I almost got like I don't want to sound like I'm bragging, but
Put
But you
that bass in
are.
your voice.
but yeah, man, like if I was to post everything that I do, sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but it'd be a part-time job. Like I put it all together in my portfolio and share that with clients, potential clients, such as the FC Cincinnati's. I've been a
Hmm.
vendor for Macy's for years. I've been a
I
vendor for
remember that.
Macy's since like
I came.
2000s
I came to one of those. I seen you DJing in the store.
Which is
in the
huge.
store. I used to rock out every music festival weekend in the store, the main store downtown when it was the Macy's Music Fest.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
nice.
Every year, people would come back year to year, making sure they came in that Macy's because they knew I was in there rocking from like 12 to 5, like Friday and Saturday at a festival, just in Macy's, just rocking, free reign. It was wonderful. For like a good, like at that time in the downtown Macy's, I did that shit for like a 10-year run.
Mm,
Um,
that's dope.
like, we got a couple of DJs, like those I've named that I mess with heavy in the business and everything. Like we didn't been at this point where we've done events for like a decade. Like when when I have like established events that I do annually or whatnot, and they want to change directions after I've done it for like 7, 8 years, it's not a surprise. It's part of the game. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I look forward to it. It actually opens other doors. Like I've had some change ups recently, some upgrades to events, which you know my frat brothers black and white ball here, wonderful event. I held it down for a number of years, and I did hold it down. Uh, the crowd was outgrowing me. The younger it got, and the older I got.
Yeah.
So they had a new DJ this year. My man DJ Ty Laos, Ali Laos, and that's my guy there. And this guy came in there and rocked it out. They invested a bit more in it. Had like the party broadcasting within the party, like you could see the dance floor up on the big screens that they had around the room. It wasn't
Hmm.
being broadcast outside of the party, but it was a good look. Like my fry brothers did an excellent job on this event, and I appreciate the upgrades, and I appreciated being able to just be there with my wife as well, as opposed to DJing.
Yeah,
You
to
know,
enjoy the
we
event. Yeah.
we are men of a certain age. I'm 53. You know, I can't DJ everything no more, and I'm in a great relationship, man. So enjoying that,
Congratulations. Yeah.
enjoying that.
Congrats
Well, yeah, we
on
just
that.
we just celebrated our third anniversary.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
we've known each other for a while, so we've known the ups and downs and trials as we get to these older ages. So
Joys and pains,
yeah, so
man.
like
congratulations on that
sunshine and rain.
happiness. And let me ask you
Yeah,
this, because we're getting near and to wrapping up. And of course, you're welcome back anytime, man, to talk about more DJ. Because I know we Charlie probably scratched the tip of the iceberg. But did you see from where you are now when you first started DJing? Did you foresee any of this of going from point A to this point B?
something I'll say in this regard too, because it applies to like all parts of life in the dual professions that I'm handling. Uh, you know what I do during the daytime. I'm in clinical research
Yeah,
over
let
at
everybody know because I
University of
wanted to ask
Cincinnati.
that and give you a chance to
Uh,
say.
so I've my undergrad degree is in biochemistry. I've ascended the ladder since I've been working. And now in a pretty decent position in our office of clinical research over here at University of Cincinnati. And it's a good look.
Salute.
I get to treat my family well with that. Everybody gets to go to school, on tuition remission because I work there.
Mm,
Super good
good
benefit. It's
good
quite
perk.
wonderful. Yeah. My oldest is a graduate.
I'm a
My middle
Bearcat.
child, oh, there you go. My middle child will be, coming out there in 1 or 2 more years. My youngest child, he is on his way in, just graduating high school in May. Congratulations to him. And my
Congratulations.
wife is working on dual degrees. Like they all up
Hmm.
in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Enjoying the benefits. Love it. Love it.
you know, it's
Take
good shit.
advantage of that. I mean, be able to pass on and have the gift of education and do that. That's one of the dopest benefits that they offer for the folks that are there. But I have to say, um, the hospital itself and what they do there, and they saved my father's life. He had a widowmaker, and
At UC.
yeah, and he basically, the surgeons and the folks that he was in a coma for a long time, and they didn't, they were like, he ain't gonna make it, and we were preparing for it, but they were able to get him together, and they were on it as fast. They've got some really outstanding programs, and that's a beautiful teaching hospital. One of the best.
I teach a
One of the
course
best.
there. I teach Introduction to Clinical and Translational Science.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah,
How
that's my
rewarding is it
part-time
to be
job.
able to actually teach a class?
It is more rewarding than I ever knew it would be.
Yeah.
Uh, I was actually approached to teach the class. I work in the field, and it's introduction to literally what I work in every day, so it came naturally. And We just actually graduated our first students from that program, like
Mm.
that started in the program and then ascended through these 3 classes that were involved, and then they have to do 2 internships as well. And the first class that I began with in spring semester 2025, they just graduated from this certificate program, and
Yeah.
they did a focus group with them, and just super positive feedback, especially about the intro class that I taught. So they're on their way to a career in clinical research, and I'm proud to be a part of that.
B-Boys Underground be having teachers, professors. Well, we, well, we get
Jay
it all on
Rawls
here.
was just on.
Uh,
He's big in
Toby teaches, man. So,
yeah.
so we get people that's teaching and just doing great things, and hip hop is one of the roots of a lot of these. Just great. Oh, and I almost forgot. This just popped in my head. You didn't tell us about your celebrity story. Brian McKnight lit your ass up.
Nah, bro, nah, dog. I
We had
Mm.
a
don't agree,
convention.
man.
And hold on,
This dude,
hold on.
this is-
Let me set the
Uh-oh.
background. Let me set the background. Now, Nate can fucking ball. I mean, I'm 6'6", he's about 6'3", plays credible defense. So Brian McKnight was just that fucking good. The nigga was hitting from the fucking hash marks. he
no.
he had 12 of they 15 point. I think he had all 8 points. But you remember it differently. Tell me so, because I know Brian. I told him, I
'Cause
said,
I
I'll
see
get
that look on his face. It's like it's
before
written
the
all
game
over
started.
your face.
Before the game
I-
started, I said, I don't give a fuck how many Grammys you got. We whipping y'all ass because we had won
we
about 2,
came
3
at him.
games.
We
Yeah.
came at him. Yeah, we were winning. We were winning. Yes, we was out there balling. And man, you about to make me cuss up on here.
Go ahead.
I just
Speak freely.
just pumped up my day job and all that. I ain't about to get crazy out here. Uh,
Fresh, he's bringing it out. He's bringing it out.
Bring it out. Bring it out. Oh shit.
nah, man, this dude is like a good like good 2-3 jumpers. He wasn't going in as Fresh said. My defense impeccable, great defense, and he tried to drive on me a couple times, but I had his ass locked down. He did hit some jumpers on me. He did, but I was satisfied that he did not ever get to the hole on me. That.
Yeah. When he rained in threes, he didn't have to get to the hole. He went Curry. And I was sitting and like on the last one, I said, let me guard him. And he hit
Four
one.
shots, Ghost.
He
4
went
shots.
deeper. He went
He hit
deeper.
about 4 shots, Ghost. I give him his 4 shots. I ain't gonna
All
say
right.
he busted my ass. Like, nah, he ain't do all that. Nah. Fuck outta
Well,
here.
matter of fact, just in case you was gonna say that, Ghost, pull up the clip.
Yeah, I got that right.
Yeah, that's hot.
That would have been
I
funny.
wish
was
I would
ready
have
for
known
this.
AI ahead of time. I would have had some AI
that
for
clip,
it.
yeah. But it was cool. I mean,
Hey,
we not only we get to go hang out with them at the convention, we got to play ball. It was like when y'all playing ball. It was always trying to find that corp because we still had the young legs back then. We was ready to go.
yeah, we was whooping ass. We had won like 2 games before we came up against Brian
Mhm.
McKnight now. Yeah,
We
yeah,
got
it was a good
connects
little
off of
tournament.
we got connects off of whipping some asses. Where y'all from,
Yeah,
Cincinnati? Y'all balling. Yeah.
Man,
yeah. We was down
my
there dominating that, like holding it down. But real quick, let me relate this to that. Like thinking of the professionalism, I gotta exude at work, and hold it down. I'm a 6'3" black guy, you know what I'm saying? So I need to be extra professional, and
Mhm.
and I am. It's the same premise, especially with the ascension part. Like I don't think enough DJs. There are those of us because there are those I can mention. I mean, like shout out to the DJ Diamonds of the world, my
Mhm.
man Merk out. Like these are guys who have been in the game for a long time, consistent, and that's what I think of myself. I'm just
yeah.
53 now. You know what I'm saying? And it's like ascension in the game. I'm DJing conferences now. I'm traveling around the country doing those. Excellent at wedding receptions, excellent at corporate events, excellent at large, like family oriented festival type public events. I've done so many food truck festivals, it's crazy.
Mm.
Like living in that type of niche. Like anybody on here in the Cincinnati area has heard me, period. And I always say you truly notice the DJ when they messing up. When
Yeah.
the DJ is cool, especially in that type of situation, and you're just hearing good music, you toe tapping, like nothing to say, y'all just relaxing and chilling, you know. So I'm kind of unnoticeable sometimes because I'm in the background rocking silently, keeping it going,
Part of the
and
ambience.
right, like no complaints. Like I'm that DJ. Like you got to look up to see like who's keeping the smooth groove,
Yeah.
that type thing.
No news
So
is good news. Like when they
mm,
looking up, like, who the fuck is that? That's a
right,
problem.
and
Can
the
you turn that
ascension,
down?
no, right. We ain't even on that, and it's like looking to take them next steps and get those events. Like I'm super happy to be DJing the FC World Cup events, and
Yeah.
thankful for those opportunities, and only looking to grow it. Still been with the music festival forever. I got one annual conference I've been with for about the past, started off with them in like 2014 and did it intermittently for a few years, but then I've been with them solid for like the past like 6 7 years.
Hmm.
National Coalition of Black Meeting Professionals. Uh, Excellent conference. We've been from Atlanta to Portland to Birmingham, Louisville this year,
Okay.
and still going. And I've gotten other conference jobs off of DJing those conferences. Lady said to me like, "Oh, you local here?" When I think I was in Birmingham. I was like, "No," and she said, "Oh, I see what they do. They fly their DJ in." And I've done 3 conferences with her since then. So, getting into that niche with that. So just that, like, think of it in like professional progression with it, like keep on moving up with the types of events, caliber of events. Like you always get the what club you at, it's like I just DJ'd a conference in DC last weekend, dumb type things.
Yeah.
So
Well, I
yeah,
mean, like, salute to you. I mean, honestly, in regards to you definitely have put in the work, have been around since, and doing it forever, right? And you've seen all the iterations. You've been through many of generations of hip hop and alive for the entire duration of hip hop. And it's one of those things that is very important, especially in continuing the culture. And what in closing I would love to be able to, we always ask some words of wisdom from our guests. You're speaking to someone out there that may be young at heart, or also someone that might be just still young out there, through your
mm,
journey and through everything that you've done, professionally, in regards to DJing, and also professionally in regards to your professional career. What is the biggest lesson that you learned the hard way that was the most impactful to you, and also would be the most impactful to share to the folks that are listening?
don't waste time where you're not wanted.
Hmm.
100% on that. Be okay with letting go. That was something I was actually sort of referencing when I was saying like events move on. Uh, People be looking at me in meetings like, "Oh, is he upset he's not DJing it?" Like, no, I'm not.
It ran its course. On to the
Yeah,
next.
yeah. Like y'all know I'm a hot DJ. I am my age. It's not that I refuse to play younger music, but that's not my lane. And there are plenty of DJs out there that is their lane. If that is the
Yeah.
type of event that you want, feel free. Like I'm just not that DJ, and I'm fine with that. Uh, but letting go, yeah, and yeah, just the biggest lessons I've learned, like just yeah, trust what you see. Go ahead and like let what you see be what it is. Don't try to change it.
Yeah. Your eyes ain't lying.
Right,
Your
right,
ears
and
ain't either.
this applies to so many things across
Mm.
everything, all parts of life.
Absolutely.
relationships, DJing, work, professionalism,
Yeah,
relationships at work. Like I'm really in a different lane of life at this point and feeling good, super healthy. Still get my racquetball in 3 times a week, G Fresh.
I see.
Uh,
Okay.
you
Okay.
know, uh, hitting the bike, 20-mile rides and such. Still lifting. Got some big ass sons. I gotta still be able to beat their ass up.
man,
Uh, I
that's what
remember
I'm
they was
talking.
little tykes because them record pool babies. They was born in the midst of the record pool, and knowing Nate, and we used to talk extensively back in the day until we got a little busier. But yeah, I remember watching his progression. Troubles with DJing, but I always watched him solve all his problems, and even at work, I remember he had a big thing going on and survived that and came out on top in even better position, man. So proud of him sticking to his guns. So his words of wisdom are life as lived.
Yes,
That's a
Yeah.
sir.
fact.
So
Yes, sir. 40 years in the game this year.
the one and only DJ Nate the Great, man. Thank you so much for joining us and blessing us with your amazing presence and knowledge and stories. And definitely, you're welcome, your family, anytime to be here, man. And what where can people follow you? Let them know like your socials, and you already let them know where they could check you out if anybody's in the Cincinnati area. Come
FC
down and check
events.
out one of his sets, and he's at very dope venues. So you'll catch a vibe, as the youngins say, right? But let everybody know where they can follow you, keep up to date, and all of that stuff.
Best place right now is the gram. Uh, I don't have a web page, but yeah, I got the gram. I'll get all those events that I got for FC Cincy coming up. I've been down at Finley Market last summer, looking to get some opportunities there this summer as well.
That'd be
Uh,
nice.
Yeah, man, I had a great time down there. The past last summer, I DJed down there twice, and it's a real good vibe down there. You made me think of it earlier, Ghost, when you said mixing up different genres. I'll never forget, blending back and forth the beginning of "Long Train Running" by the Doobie Brothers down
Mm.
there.
Mm.
And just like ripping it back and forth several times before I dropped it. And I had this guy like in amazement. He called somebody like, "Yo, this dude is down here scratching classic rock."
That's
I love it.
awesome,
I
though.
love it. I
You
love
get
it.
the biggest pops when you do stuff like that, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
So
Facts.
Well,
yeah.
yo, Fresh, you got any shout outs before we go?
Well, shout out to you, Boogie. Thank you again, B Boys Underground, holding it down. I don't know if you remember Nate, but he was down with the record pool
Yep.
early on, the radio show, and now we got the podcast. It just keeps growing and getting beautiful. Appreciate you, brother. Keep that health up.
Much love.
Um,
Thank you.
Shout
Yes,
out to
indeed.
Wifey. Let me do my thing here. Shout out to my brother Nate the Great. We go back. We've had so many good times, so much fun, and like somebody I would call to DJ my daughter's wedding. That's you know.
I DJ'd your dad's party. You remember that?
Oh yes, he DJ my father's retirement party, and
Yeah,
that
And his
man.
was
father is no joke. So, I mean, that's a big thing
the
to be.
three T. He put on the show too. Oh, that's when we did
Yeah.
that skit. That was yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so appreciate my brother, man, and you just watching him grow, man. I love you, and all the people in the chat, man, just tuning in, listening to what we
Live
got to
and replay.
offer, man. We love y'all too as well, man. So 513 Cincinnati. Nate gonna say a few words, but it's a Rollo.
Nate, shout outs, family.
you know, it's my first podcast like ever in my life.
Ooh,
Uh, yeah, I appreciate it, man. So shout out to y'all, man. Thanks for having me. Thanks for thinking of me, including me, man. I think I have an interesting story. I'm a cool cat, man. Not never. I used to get criticized because I would say a statement like, "I ain't trying to be out front." That's not my aim. I just love doing what I do. So you know me, you don't know me. Uh, I'm still rocking. You know what I'm saying?
still rocking.
And like I've appreciated this opportunity for y'all to give me a chance. To you know, talk about myself a little bit out here to the public a little bit because a lot of people, know me one way or the other. know I'm a DJ, or they know I'm a scientist working in clinical research. And it's rare that people see the two mix and know that I do both and been doing both pretty much the entire time you've ever known me. Anytime you've ever known me, Fresh, I've not been working in science.
Yeah. He
You know what I'm
mixes
saying?
records and chemicals.
I
You know what I'm
love it.
saying?
Dope.
So, shout out to my family, man, my wife and my 3 sons. We get things done up here in Harris Inc. And
There
my
we go.
mom, my grandma, man, like my in-laws, man, like we kicks it up in here. This is a great family. And like I said, getting them all in and out of UC and making that happen. So shout out to the family, all my cats, my high school cats, and everybody who supports me, man. Anybody that anybody that fuck with me, I fuck with you, man. Like for real. So I ain't got no real enemies out here, but I got people I keep my distance from. You know what I'm saying?
Keep your distance.
It's always been a real cool, chill cat, man, and just
Absolutely.
wanted to express that this evening. And
I
I
can
got my
vouch.
standards, my
Yeah.
rules and stuff, and ain't no sucker cat out here and stuff. But just when a DJ who love a DJ that like to be over here in the corner DJing and just let me DJ.
Do my thing.
Well, respect to you, family. Much love. And look, all I'm going to say is respect, because I see that Gemini coffin case is behind you that you're using as a platform for right now.
Yes.
I know how heavy those damn things were. Part of the reason why I've had to have 30 plus surgeries is because of the records and shit like that and amp. But I got to give you big respect, because especially in regards to, working in, clinical research and science. And I've benefited because I've got several rare stuff going on. And I go to a place UC out here. It's University of Colorado School of Medicine, CU Anschutz, and great people. But just being in the forefront and taking something like that very seriously, advancing health, mental health, all aspects, different alternative medicines, always looking for better ways to find cures to help people through their situation. And
Mm-hmm.
healthcare and pharma get a bad rap nowadays, just because of the corporate world. But there are truly folks just like you who are making the world of difference in regards to people's individual lives, keeping them alive and thriving. And mad respect to you just on that end. And of course, mad respect to you in regards to, keeping real hip hop shit, real hip hop culture, and
Absolutely.
elevating the science that it is to be a selector. And
Thank you.
nothing but much love. So keep it positive, keep pushing, keep persevering, stay in the present, not in the past. Don't let it kick your ass. Just learn and don't trip on the future, because you could be gone just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that. And that shit you were tripping on, it doesn't even matter. I died twice and I didn't give a shit about any of the other stuff I was worried about before that. So live, learn, stay in the present. That's all we've got. And with that being said, we're out. B-Boys
Rollo.
Underground. Rollo.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, follow. From my city to your world. We are City World.